and welcome back. This is Garima and you are listening to the Garima Avtar Show. In this podcast, I talk to various sports personalities, coaches and experts who are trailblazers in their fields to get answers about how to have a winning mindset, the importance of mental health and how it affects performance on the field and generally in life. Well, in today's episode, I have with me Dr. Neharika Yadav. Dr. Neharika Yadav is a superbike racer and also a dental surgeon running 2 private clinics in Gurgaon. She's a factory racer for Ducati India and has been racing at the Tyre Superbike National Championship since 2015 at Buddh International Circuit as the only lady on the grid in the 1000cc category. She's a TED Talk speaker, inspiring people to pursue their passion along with their profession, and is also a UNESCO ambassador. Neharika was awarded the Inspirational Woman Award at various platforms for inspiring women to go after their dreams fearlessly. She has been covered through various articles and interviews by Bharat Times, Times of India, Hindustan Times, and many news channels. She has been acing the tide in a male-dominated sport and inspiring women to get onto 2 wheels and join the biking community to raise awareness on various causes. Thanks for joining me, Neharika. Great to have you on my show.
Garima, it's a pleasure being here. And before we start, I'd love to say that this is a wonderful platform bringing people from motorsports to voice their messages. So yes, thank you for bringing me on board, and I'm looking forward to this talk.
Let me come straight to the questions. What does it take to be a superbike racer?
It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of passion to be a superbike racer. So yeah, that's what I would say, because for you to be in a sport that needs that adrenaline rush, you really need to have that passion to go after what you want in your life. And so yeah, I sum up my journey as a superbike racer, calling it completely passion.
Awesome, absolutely. So what have been your learnings from the racing track?
Learnings on racing track have of course been discipline, have been hard work, have also been a very positive mindset of knowing that even at 300 kilometers per hour, you can be in a complete moment of calm and peace mentally, which is something people often see that if you're riding and you're at those speeds, it's all about it's all about the chase. But actually, there is so much of calmness. There's so much of peace when you're pursuing your passion, and I think that's what riding has really taught me as a person. So yeah, I've mastered it also in other aspects of my life today.
Wonderful. That's amazing. That's wonderful. In order to perform well, unwavering confidence in our own abilities, play a very important role. And we must have sharp focus even if we are surrounded by distractions, and definitely we must be able to sustain that sharp focus. And there are so many other things and factors. So looking inside the mind of a winner, what factors do you think are linked to success in any sport?
According to me, the first step that you take towards your passion is already a point of you committing to the sport, committing to your passion. So, of course, when you are going down that path of choosing it for yourself, you already come in with that kind of discipline. And also what I feel is that it's the kind of people that you surround yourself with. Who are the people, who's your army, who's your team. And when you focus on being in a certain domain where you meet people who are all so passionate, who are so focused, who are working so hard on performance, you automatically get into a point of understanding that you have inspiration all around you. You have people all around you, and as a team, I feel that's how you move forward to bring in that kind of discipline into your life, because you also know that you're responsible for somebody else's performance. You're responsible for somebody else's presence in that domain, and your performance can really indirectly or directly impact their performance. So that's where it comes from.
Oh, very wonderfully put. That's great. So you're a dentist, and so how do you balance your life as a dentist and like a superbike racer?
I am running 2 clinics in Gurgaon, as you already know.
Yeah.
And it gets very, very difficult for me to be balancing, in fact, between both my clinics, because I'm running from one clinic then to the other. So I have always been a person who has, been mastering a lot of things in my life. A lot of aspects of my life, a lot of fields. I've always been a person who has gone for multiple pursuits in life because I believe that one can do it. And today, for me, it has not been a challenge in terms of pursuing both. Though honestly, where biking is concerned, we go to the track once a month. So I mean, I feel that if we cannot even put that level of commitment into our sports, it's not worth it. So that's of course one thing. And usually during the races, what I do is that I've got my team that works at clinic in my absence. My patients have been very, very understanding to know that dog ka bhi race chal raha hai. So they absolutely, in fact,
The hot doctor.
yeah, absolutely. I'm like, मेरा अभी race चल रहा है, so we'll give you a slot probably for next week or after say 7-8 days.
Yeah.
And the patient asks, can we get passes, please? So, so I've always believed that when you are passionate and you go after your passion, you will find the right people who come on board and support you. And I always advocated this fact. So yeah, that's how I balance my pursuits of being a dental surgeon with, of course, my biking career.
Amazing, amazing. That saying is there, na? An apple each day keeps the doctor away, and if the doctor is beautiful, keep the apple away. I'm sure you must be having so many admirers as your patients, so many fans and admirers, I'm sure.
Yeah, don't stay away from the doctor.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So tell me, how does one navigate through an injury crisis? Have you faced any, and what are the mental steps that one can do to navigate through that kind of mental crisis if you have an injury?
For me, I've had an injury, but it has not been on track. Because luckily, because of all our safety gear, the riders, once they fall off a bike, even at those speeds, you stand up and it's all your gear that has really saved you. So, though a lot of times the bike is not in a position to be ridden again, but luckily, because we ride with such amazing safety gear in such a safe arena, I would say that we stand up mostly without injuries. But for me, of course, being a person who had a car accident and having a plate in my right hand, which was off track, I would say that going through that process of understanding that post an injury, it is not just you, it is not just a trauma for you, it's also trauma for your family. Your recovery process is not just your solo journey. Everybody around you gets affected. But yes, of course, you stand up and you move ahead, learning your lessons, and it's all a part of the sport, and it's all a part of life. So stand up, smile, and deal with it.
Absolutely, and absolutely move on with it, definitely. So what's a daily routine like, and how often are you able to train and attend the races? You said you're attending like around once in a month, but are you able to also practice sometimes? And so what's generally your fitness routine like, your daily routine like?
So while I have to be in clinic in the morning and the evening, I have always made sure as a 4G kid, since we've been into discipline and we've been into fitness since we were kids, and we've seen our fathers, 4G fathers also have a very disciplined life when it comes to their health and their fitness. So I hit the gym at least, I would say, 4 to 5 times a week. I make sure to go through my cardio and my weight training and everything, which really helps me to get fit and ready. Because I do see that when I don't hit the gym and when I don't work on my stamina, my performance of course suffers like any other sports person.
Absolutely.
So of course, taking our time for fitness and taking our time for food, for the right diet, and the right state of mind, mental health, absolutely, I feel is a very overall is a combination that one needs to work on for holistic for a holistic approach to being a sports person as well. So yes, that's my routine.
Very, very well said. So mental health definitely is a very important aspect, and mental performance is very importantly linked to performance and achieving success. So, have you ever faced any mental health challenges that you overcame? Ever in life?
Um, when you are handling so much in life, you're bound to, of course, double up your stresses. The more responsibilities, the more are the added questions and added challenges. So of course, I mean, mental health, or you can say that the capacity to really challenge yourself enough in life to work towards your mental capabilities in a way where you can manage things is something which one needs to constantly work on. Uh, and from a mental health perspective, I would say yes, of course, I've had my lows in life, and those lows have really helped me to go after the tools that have helped me to cope up with those stresses.
Yeah.
And that is what those lows or those low times in life do. They help you on an individual basis to understand what can really help you cope up with your stresses. Whether it is on a spiritual level, whether it is on a mental level, on a physical level, anything at all. So yes, mental health is something I've always spoken about on every platform, and I've always said that you must have the right group of people around you that you can really spend time with, talk to, and know that everybody's dealing with their own shit. So, so yes, you're not alone in it, and yeah, so that's important. That's important.
No, very, very rightly said. Mental health, everybody has their own way of dealing it. And to have the right people around you to, where you can discuss about the mental issues and, the stresses and the anxieties because we all face that. It's so real, I mean, so.
Very normal,
Very, very
especially
normal.
post-COVID. Yeah, post-COVID, I think everybody's been dealing with their own issues of, probably going into your own cocoon.
Yeah.
Now finding out of it. So yeah, I feel everybody's dealing with it on whatever macro micro level,
Absolutely.
and it's normal. It's normal, but not addressing it is not normal.
Totally, totally. So, why do you think having fun is crucial for our performance?
Again, we're coming back to mental health.
Yeah.
If we don't have fun, we will not tune into this, and won't tune into this. Of course, this is the engine which drives everything. So yes, having is important, whether you're a sports person, you're not a sports person, whether you're into motorsports, not into motorsports, but just enjoying life is very important in order for you to reach the optimum levels of performance in any field.
Absolutely, absolutely, totally. We definitely need to use our intention to do whatever we want to do in a game and, as well in our lives. But the important thing is that we needn't invest so much thought and desire, behind that intent that, we end up getting anxious, about the outcome and, start performing poorly. Sometimes I think we need to free ourselves from that fear, you know, and and having fun and enjoying the journey is so crucial because I think as you said everyone faces times of anxiety, fear, and within any career in our life or sports. And if we place emphasis on the enjoyment and the joy, the sheer pleasure that we gain as we go through our journey and participate for our personal satisfaction, then the journey definitely becomes even more meaningful. Then we also develop, we get this attitude of, learning and evolving, that's how I think we can, experience greater levels of success because then we are less hindered by our fear and our anxiety. So yes, having fun definitely makes all the difference. So what's the best piece of advice that somebody has ever given to you?
The best piece of advice given to me was by my father, who's always been my mentor and my inspiration. He told me that, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself and go after your dreams. Fulfill your dreams. Don't stop yourself. Don't think there's any fixed age to get married. or any fixed age to have kids. It is your journey, and you have to decide when that happens for you. Don't go according to societal norms of when you have to do things, or fill the blanks. Do it at your pace. Do it when you're ready. And honestly, that's the reason why today I've gone after my passion. I'm still riding bikes. I'm still racing, because I honestly don't live according to those norms of that you need to tick the boxes and there's a certain timeline to it. So that's what I feel, that everybody has their own journey, and you need to follow your journey and see what's good for you, what's right for you, what works for you, and not go by what you should be doing or what you need to do. It's what you want to do.
Wonderful, wonderful. Such a nice thing to say. Your dad is so sweet, and dads are such. I mean, parents are such big supports, and everybody actually so rightly said. Everybody has their timelines, and we must respect and follow that, and absolutely be do whatever whenever we are ready for it. I mean, at whatever time is.
Life at your pace.
Absolutely.
You at your pace.
Absolutely. Okay, so to be a master at any field, we must constantly upskill ourselves to take the game, up a notch if needed. So, what kind of skills do you think you keep working on, or what new skills have you developed?
When it comes to dentistry, of course, I'm always going for a lot of conferences, going for my continued dental education programs, mastering my skill, so I can give much more to my patients, and of course upgrade. Because on a personal level, I feel that if you're not upgrading, you're outdated. So like you're updating your phone, your mobile every couple of years, you have to keep upgrading yourself as well, not just your gadgets and your tools. That's very important. When it comes to biking, of course, practicing, learning from the pros, being around the pros, the people who are actually mastering the game, looking at what tools do they use to master, and qualify themselves to truly keep upgrading. So yes, that's what I do. I never started racing with any professional skills in terms of going through any training. In 2015, when I raced at the JK Tyre, I was absolutely raw, like as raw as any other could be. There was no formal training. Whatever I was pondering, whatever I was leaning in, was all learned from fellow riders, by watching videos on YouTube. So yeah, but today I do understand that if you want to keep upgrading yourself, you have to have the right knowledge. You have to impart that knowledge. You have to go out for that knowledge, and that's something I'm in the process of doing today.
Fantastic, fantastic, and definitely, I think also besides that, I think self-development and performance, they are not mutually exclusive things. So when I say self-development, I'm like working on yourself, and if you learn to become comfortable with your thoughts, your insecurities and self-doubts, and learn how to manage all those things, improve your confidence off the track, and then I'm sure one can improve it on the track as well. So that I
this Garima, so sorry. I feel that the kind of people you are around also have a very, very important role to play.
Sure.
If toxic people will always bring in that toxicity into you, making you feel like maybe those insecurities that stem up.
Sure.
Come from also the company you have. So I do feel that you have to filter that those boundaries, or you have to filter those people out, and surround yourself with people who help you grow, who help you nurture yourself. And of course, it's not always about people, but when I talk about people, I mean in your environment. That's where you soak up everything from. So be mindful of the environment around.
Totally.
Choose it for yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Company matters so much. Definitely. So, what is that one needs to do to play a sport at the highest level?
Get the right kind of knowledge, and training. Be at the right platforms, participate in the tournaments or the championships based on your sport. So I think that is very important, so that your efforts and your performance is also noticed by the right authorities. Because if it is noticed, of course, you will get more platforms like those. You will get more authorities coming on board, or brands coming on board to recognize your effort, which can also help in a big way, especially in our sport, which is very expensive. We end up putting in a lot of our own personal money. So of course, when you have brands come in to recognize your potential and your performance, that's key to us. That's important. So yeah, for me, I think that's what is very important. And of course, to keep upgrading, as we spoke in the previous question, to keep upgrading yourself, to keep becoming a better, hybrid version of yourself, on a personal level and of course on a professional level. That is what is required.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Very well said. And also, an important factor to achieve success is to be able to motivate ourselves, throughout the journey until we achieve our desired goals. So, what do you do to keep yourself motivated?
I keep watching my videos.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. Whenever I look myself at maybe some race video, or some race picture, or maybe some campaign or something I've done, and I see the story of my journey. That sounds very modest, but yes, that really motivates me and inspires me to even go and do more of it. That's very important. So yeah, that's the kind of motivation that I keep looking at. And then of course, going and pursuing the sport itself is enough motivation, because when you're in both circuit on an international circuit, and on a bike that you love, that motivation just automatically comes into your system. So yeah, that's me.
Absolutely, absolutely, I think. So tell me, if you could meet your younger self, who is striving to be where you are today. So what is that one piece of advice that you would like to give to her?
I feel that young girl is, and all the efforts and hard work that she put in, is the reason why today Neharika or Dr. N is sitting here in front of Garima, talking about her life story, So I don't think I'd give her any advice. I think, in fact, I would like to take advice from little Neharika, and I know the advice that she's going to give me. The advice she'll give me is, you went on the right path, you chose the right platforms, the right opportunities, and I'm proud of you.
Absolutely wonderful. I mean, that's very nice to get you think you're on the right path, and you've done such great things for yourself. So that's absolutely it's amazing to feel proud of yourself.
The dots have joined in the way. Yeah. The dots have. I feel like that's what life has been about, joining the dots. And when you look back, you realize how the experiences, your journey has brought you to reach where you are today, where you are on a podium or a platform where you are also inspiring others to go on that journey of believing in themselves and living their dreams, which is very important.
So who's your inspiration, or or a role model, and why?
Garima, again, I'm going to say myself. I am myself guest and artist, but I reason to say that is because I feel I've worked really hard. I've worked really hard all my life. I've always been a go-getter. Whether I was in school or I was in college, people have always known me as that woman who's gone after her dreams. She's never feared failing. She's always overcome challenges on her own. And for me, that is the kind of person I would take as my inspiration or motivation. So today I feel that I'm inspiring myself on my journey. I'm surprising myself, with my growth, with my achievements, with the hard work that I put in every day, running 2 private clinics as a solo woman, with a team of doctors and assistants. I started from scratch, and today I pat myself and say, okay, I have exponentially grown thanks to my own hard work and effort. So yes, why wouldn't I call myself my own inspiration? And as I told you, my my journey of just one day and going through my phone, going through my videos and going through my pictures and just looking at those pictures on my, uh, with that white coat, working in clinic, as I always say, from 4 lakh rotations a minute to 300 kilometers per hour. So that has been my motivation, and that has been the motivating factor for me to call myself inspiration, because I could do it. So I inspire myself.
No, of course, amazing. That's amazing. You inspire all of us, Neharika. That's wonderful. What you've achieved.
Yeah. So 2 women who always meet each other at every platform, and we always look at each other and say, kudos, woman.
Mutual admiration. Yeah, that keeps happening. So, what's your message to the audience?
My message to the audience here is whether you are somebody who wants to pursue the sport, or whether you want to pursue more sports, or whether you're somebody who wants to pursue anything in life, as I say, whether if you want to go after your passion, take out time for it. Don't just get yourself only into the mundaneness of work. That's very important. That's how we're all sustaining ourselves. But it's also important for you to know that you have to truly, truly live life. That is very important. Don't get into that mundane routine of losing yourself. Keep reminding yourself of how beautiful life is. And the best way for you to remind yourself of the beauty of life is, of course, by going after your passions, by following your dreams and, working on your passions and doing much more than just the basics in life. So,
absolutely. And
yes,
there's a difference between living and existing. So yeah, definitely we should never forget to live our lives fully. Yeah.
I think our journeys and our stories that show people that you have to live life with that courage, with that fearlessness, with that motivation, waking up every morning and chasing your dreams. That's the kind of inspiration that people are taking out of our stories. We are truly inspiring people to truly live life and live life on our own terms.
Yeah.
So that's my message for others, that make your story and your life your inspiration, so that you can call yourself your inspiration in life.
No, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. This has been really amazing. So, but now I want to come to the rapid fire questions.
Woo!
Are you ready for that?
I better be fast in rapid fire, as I am being called a racer on a bike. Yeah, I think I want to be very slow with this. I'm bad with rapid fires, by the way, because I tend to just give an entire story around every question. So
that's fine.
Stop.
We want to hear all your stories. Don't worry.
Sure. Let's
Okay.
see how rapid it is.
Let's start then. So, what compliment does people give you the most?
People say I'm very passionate. People see through that. Yeah, one more thing which people compliment me is, dental surgeon and bike racer.
Super. One superpower you wish you had?
I think I would like the superpower of being teleported wherever I want. I think, yeah, that would be very interesting. That would be very. I was going to have a Miss India answer of saying, I like to have the powers to save the world, which of course I would love to. But yes, if you actually ask, I think being teleported to any place I want to be is a superpower I'd love to have.
Wow, amazing. Okay, documentary film that inspired you the most?
Rocky Balboa, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think Rocky's journey was very inspirational, as a sports person also, and the way he came up so strong.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Passionate, beautiful, inside out, and hardworking.
Lovely. Your go-to workout?
My go-to workout is definitely cardio, followed by squats. Squats, baby, squats. Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay, what is one thing that annoys you the most?
Being disrespected in any way. Yeah, disrespect of any form. People not respecting my boundaries.
Yeah.
People. So any disrespect in any form, I think, really annoys me.
Your favorite book?
My favorite book is definitely The Secret. Because I definitely adopted a lot of those practices into my life, and I've seen results. So The Secret.
Awesome. The best thing about racing?
Best thing about racing is the adrenaline rush.
What would you do with your 15 minutes of fame?
I would take up a cause of animal cruelty, because that's something which has been very close to my heart in terms of voicing my opinions on people, taking care of animals around them, and respecting them, and giving them a home. So yeah, though there are a lot of topics that I could cover, but I think in those 15 minutes of fame, I don't want to talk about anything but just cover this topic, because I think people really, really need to get serious about this.
Wonderful. What song pumps you up for a big race?
Eye of the Tiger by The Survivor.
Arey, lovely, lovely.
It's the Eye of the Tiger. Going on the... Yes, that's my anthem. I mean, I just have to listen to that song and I will rage. Eye of the Tiger.
Awesome. Any personal motto?
Personal motto would be to just keep exponentially growing in life. Yeah. And not set goals, but just go after my dreams.
Awesome.
At my pace.
What is the first thing you notice about someone when you first meet?
I think everybody can guess the answer. Smile. As a dentist, I will be absolutely. As a dentist, this has become like, it's like, you literally look at someone, and the first thing you see, you start analyzing their profile, their smile. Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. Smile, yes.
Yeah, that's funny actually. Yeah, that's true. That's
we'll first scan this and then we'll go to everywhere else. But you need to come, okay? Yeah.
One hidden talent.
One hidden talent would be that I'm a good cook. Not many people know that. I love baking. I got it from my Goan nani. I used to bake Christmas cakes with her. So yes, I would say that I'm a very dessert person, and I'm good at baking desserts.
So I'm getting a Christmas cake this Christmas coming Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The plum cake used to be something, and I've still got the recipe that my nani, she's no more, but I still have the recipe with me that which she very strictly told me, don't share it with anyone. So I said, okay, I'll not share the recipe, but I'm going to share the cakes.
Yeah, please. Great. We want just the cakes. Okay, cool.
Done.
If you could trade lives with anyone for a day, who would it be and why?
I would trade it with Joe Biden. President Joe Biden, yes.
Yeah.
I want to all the inner goop of what is going on. Oh yes. I think that would be a lot of power. That would be like a lot of control. And in that span of time, I'll also get my 15 minutes of fame. Worldwide.
Awesome. Best race memory.
Best race memory, has to be me, lined up on the grid, and I just look to my right and I see that my parents are standing there, very proud of me, and both of them had tears in their eyes.
Oh.
So that I mean, they were really touched by the fact that on that grid lineup of almost 35-40 men, there was this one woman, and that was their daughter.
Oh, that's so inspiring. That
I think was definitely that was my moment.
Wow, lovely. What inspires you the most?
Being on track, being on platforms that give me the opportunity to inspire people through my story. Yeah, that inspires me.
Okay, great. What's your most embarrassing moment?
Most embarrassing moment. I didn't prepare this also.
This is an embarrassing one. This is your most embarrassing moment, Neharika. Perfect. I've got the answer, Siri. That's fine. I'm not deleting it. It's going online.
Garima, I didn't get any questions before this, okay? I'm all prepared. Let me just tell you this, okay? It's all natural.
That's amazing. Wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
I don't remember because I've had so many.
That's
In
fine.
clinic, I keep having
Fine.
so many embarrassing clinic probably. These are a lot of stories, a lot of dental
The idea is
stories
to
to share.
have loads of fun, isn't it? Yeah. Totally. Okay, so what is proudest accomplishment so far?
I am trained as an implantologist, a dental implantologist, where I trained with Austin, Korea, in the basic and advanced course. I think that has been one accomplishment which has really helped me professionally. So I definitely think that. And of course, on track, I would say, my presence on the team as a factory racer for Ducati. I think yes, that's been my accomplishment, considering I've been racing for the last 5 years on track. So yes, being on the Ducati India team for me is definitely a proud achievement.
Fantastic. Amazing. And with this, we come to the end of the show.
Thank you for joining me in this absolutely fantastic session. And thank you all for listening to today's episode with your host Garima Avtar. If you liked this episode, then subscribe to my podcast for more new episodes and a deeper dive into the world of motivation and sports psychology. See you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye. Stunning. Oh my God, stunning biker. Doctor, superbiker. My little cup of tea. Awkward silence. Virus.
Man.
Virus. Little, when you're speaking, तो थोड़ा सा वो आ रहा है नॉइज में किच किच. दोबारा से बोल. Say something. थोड़ा वॉल्यूम कम कर दे.
वॉल्यूम कम है क्या?
नहीं, कम कर दे. ज़्यादा कम नहीं. Slightly, just by 1 or 2 points. Oh dear, so sorry. You had to change the frame.
Tell me, that's what it needs to be perfect, yeah?
हाँ.
We need to make the show perfect, Garima, so that's why you tell me.
Yeah, totally. And with this, we come to the end of the show. Thank you, Neharika, for joining me in this absolutely amazing episode.